with. I'm going to text. We're waiting for everybody to come on board. Idris is here, and she made it before all of you people. So I'm going to see what's going on. Maybe I'm getting a text here. No.
Well, Luann said she might be with family tonight. She wasn't sure.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah, I mean, it just might be. Let me see.
Well, John had posted something on Facebook.
Oh, he posted something great. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did. How many inches he'd been losing and how good he's feeling and being able to get back in the car again.
You know, that's a long journey, Idris.
Yeah, it is.
When you have to, and losing over 8 inches since his last measurement, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm asking Pat Campbell, are you trying to get on? All right, we'll see what's going on here. The fact that, you know, everybody has their struggles, it's no joke, because there's no reason for us to come in and live our life having a perfect life. What do you learn from it? What do you experience from a perfect life? There's no way to grow and elevate and become higher, to be with God than to have a life with struggles, challenges. We don't like them, we don't want them, and we always when we have struggles, we always ask, why God, why me? Okay, let me see.
Why not?
Yeah, John's going out with his mentor. I'll try. Okay.
Like you say, that's what helps us to grow.
Exactly. And sometimes it takes us longer to grow because we don't like the challenge. We don't like the struggle. We don't like the fight. And it's easier to surrender. Sometimes we have to.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to fight.
Sometimes we have to let go and let God.
Right.
But no, we have to fight. We have to, if we see a challenge, now just like with Michelle, we're praying for you. We're so sorry about your foot. And if she gets to see this recording, ice, elevate it, wrap it, get some arnica. I'm sure all the doctors told her what to do. And don't worry about it because you did, what'd she do? I think she did 43 days straight.
She was doing really good.
It was so, and for that to happen to her, to me, yeah, 43 days straight. And she had it under her belt of consistent 30-minute walks, and she loves them. So this morning, she says, I was almost home, thankfully. I rolled my ankle and fell down. Oh, I know how that feels. I've done that before. And then you feel like, oh, now I'm being thrown back. Here's the challenge, Michelle. Yes, you had a mishap. You have to remember how much you loved walking. You have to remember how good it was, how your body felt when you were walking. And now it doesn't mean everything has to stop. It means your foot has to rest. But there's a reason for this. There's always a reason.
Yeah.
So, and you know, they always say if something happens to your body, it's like if you hurt your eye, it's like you're not seeing what you need to see. If you get a sore throat and lose your voice, it's because you're not speaking up and saying the truth. If you get a gut feeling, you know, a stomach ache, it's because you feel sick about something that you're not being honest about. If you hurt your foot, then you're not going in the right direction, or there's something going in your life that you need to look at with that direction. Doesn't mean that you're being punished. It means that sometimes God will make things happen where you just have to stop and think. You were doing 43 straight days, 30-minute walks. Are you walking, Idris?
Yeah, not as much as she did, but I'm still walking.
Okay, and are you doing every day?
As often as I can.
Yeah.
Depends on the weather, depends on schedule and stuff. Some days I get 2 walks in, one shorter, but still get what I can get.
Oh, that's good.
I don't get to walk as far as I used to, but I do as much as I can.
Well, doing as much as you can, which means everything. If you're doing your fruit, you're doing your lattes, you're doing your, are you making Jackie's chicken salad?
Yeah.
Good. And you're, we have the chocolate issue with you, but when are you going to start cold turkey?
Don't know.
No, come on.
Need to get with it.
You what?
Need to get with it.
Well, let's just analyze this because it's you and me tonight, okay? For some reason, the other 10 or 11 didn't jump on. I don't know why, but maybe this isn't an accident either. So what does that mean? You need to get with it.
This means I need to do it.
Well, but there's a reason why you don't want that challenge. Is it frightening to think that you're not going to eat chocolate again?
No.
Okay, because you know you will. Is it like your crutch?
Like what?
Like a crutch, like when things go bad? Okay, let me see. Pat just said, what did she say?
That looks like Miss Luann.
Oh, that looks like Luann. I can't.
Yep, it is. That is I.
It's right at the top of the room.
Where is everyone?
I know, that's what I was asking. And now I'm talking to Pat online. Let me see here.
They wouldn't be in Costa Rica, would they?
Well, we had a few people. Michelle hurt her ankle, so I don't know where she is. Right at the top of the room. See the big blue square, Zoom? Click see more. See if that works. Pat's having a hard time. Luann, you didn't have a hard time, did you?
No, I didn't. I was late getting home. I just now got home, but no, I got right on the phone part, of course.
Yeah. Because Pat's trying to get on and let me see if I can. Okay, so we were just talking to your best girlfriend, Idris.
Yeah.
And she says to go cold turkey to stop with the chocolate so she can go straight into phase 1. She says she needs to get with it.
Yeah, and then the only way, like I tell you time and time again, the only way I can stay away from it is don't buy it. Just don't buy it.
Yeah. So how much do you have stored up in your kitchen, Idris? Or I have to admit, my mother used to hide chocolate from all of us, and we knew all her hiding places. So because she was into chocolate all the time, marzipan from C's Candy and chocolate Hershey's and all this stuff. And so she'd hide them in her underwear drawer, her bra drawer, her beautiful nightgown drawers. She'd hide them in the backs of certain drawers, like where her shoes were, but in her shoes. I mean, we found out all her hiding places.
She was a pro at that, wasn't she?
Oh man, she had to. There were,
Yeah.
we,
Gosh darn.
we were piranhas. But it got to the point where with Idris, I'm trying to figure out this mental block about trying to give up chocolate, because if other people can relate to it, Idris, they can't give up their croissants, their bagels, their cookies, their cakes. That's not your issue. You're not craving all of that. You're just craving the chocolate, right?
That's the main thing. I do a few of the other things, but not on a regular basis.
Oh, how much do we have to lose?
Probably about 30. I don't know. I haven't weighed or anything.
Okay, so approximately 30. How tall are you, Idris?
5'6", I think.
Okay, so how much do you think you weigh?
Well, last time we weighed was 160.
Okay, so I don't think you need 30 to lose.
Well, basically, the few times I have weighed, my weight has stayed the same, except like I told Luann, the sand has shifted.
Oh, Miss Pat.
Looks like we got Miss Pat on.
How did that happen, Pat? You couldn't find the link?
I had to go to my, can you hear me? I had to go to my laptop because on my phone, I could not find the search button to search for Zoom. I'm looking for my earbuds.
Oh, well, it's always in the room. I mean, it's.
Well, it's not. May I suggest that it be pinned in the features, because when you go to the.
It is.
Okay. All right. I didn't find it. So when I go to the announcements on my phone. So I go to the announcements on my phone. There's 100 announcements there, and the Zoom wasn't there, and the search function wasn't on my phone. So
you know what? It's as an announcement. Oh, here I'm going to put it into this. Okay.
And so I went on my laptop and got the ID number and password, and that's how I'll probably enter them.
So you're famist right now. You're famist.
But I just got in from Costco.
Oh, now you're really famist. That's why I do Instacart. Do you guys have a service like that in the stores called Instacart?
No.
I don't know in Canada if we do. We can do online shopping, and somebody else shops for us and delivers, or we go pick it up. Costco's down the road, like an hour away. So I choose not to pay for the extra price online and the delivery cost. And I also had to go check have my hearing aids checked, which of course they worked perfectly in the shop, and they don't work at home. So anyway,
that doesn't work.
I beg your pardon.
What did you say doesn't work?
My hearing aids.
Oh, hearing aids. So they're not working?
Well, they are. The Bluetooth wasn't working, and it wouldn't work at home. And so I went to set it there, and lo and behold, it connected perfectly. So he wanted me to leave them with him. I said, you can't have them because it means 10 to 14 days, and I wear them 14 hours a day. So I have to see. I have to see if my old ones work before I leave him my new ones for servicing. Yeah.
Hey, Idris, we were just talking about struggles. Everybody's got struggles, and it depends on if those struggles are going to throw you down and put a wrench in the works, and then you get thrown off schedule. Now Michelle is in here, but poor Michelle, she ruined her ankle. She slipped and fell, and we all have to let her know, don't let this get you off schedule. No, she can't walk. She's going to have to, gingerly take care of that ankle. But if she does everything right, and she puts the some ice on it, get some arnica, elevate it, wrap it, just be ginger with it. Unfortunately, she has to work and stand on it too. So this can throw her off, but it doesn't mean she can't lose the weight. Unfortunately, she was loving it so much, and it was giving her life. It was giving her breath. It was exciting her to the point where, you know, she had her lymphatic system going, her cardiovascular system going. She was feeling free because she was going to what? That's what happens when you guys walk on a regular basis. You're outdoors. The sun's shining on you, or the air is cool. You're breathing in. You're getting your oxygen, and you're doing your arm movement with your legs. This is all good for your posture, your structure. And now I know she's bummed out, but like my mom used to say, this too shall pass.
Amen on that. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And this means she's going to have to stay focused, know that she got a glitch, but that doesn't mean she has to go off track. So that doesn't mean you just sit down and it's over. So I feel bad for her. I know what that's like, but she'll get back on track because she knows she's got a plan. She wants the 30 pounds off by January 1st. Luann, how are you?
Jackie, I was just going to say, I suggested to her to put that Freddy's mud on it, you know, the firm and amber toast and saran wrap and all that, but she never answered. So I don't know if she was going to do that or if she even had it.
I had to go to the ER, but that's a good suggestion. And also arnica, you can, you know, when you have any internal bruising, arnica is great. You can take it internally. You can get arnica cream. It's really effective. So that's very good.
I never heard that.
Arnica comes from a plant called Arnica montana. And they started observing sheep when they would give birth. Immediately they'd get up when they were available to do so and go and start eating the Arnica montana bush. And if they fell off, like the mountain sheep, the mountain climbers, if they fell down or harmed themselves, they watched what they did. They would go and chew on the Arnica montana leaf. So it turns out that what is in Arnica montana is it triggers the body to immediately start to get rid of bruising and bleeding and starts a healing process. So Boreon, which is a homeopathic company, started marketing it in little homeopathic tabs. But you can get Arnica montana anywhere now, especially like Sprouts or a health food store, you know, other places like that, or online. And it's an amazing product. One day my son was flipping around the hose, the water hose, and it had kind of a round ball on it for soaking. And he was just going like this, and he was going crazy. And he was like 7, 8 years old and having the greatest fun. But I bent down to turn off the water, and the hose came up and hit me right in the head.
Oh.
And it was, oh, my, you know, you have that blackout moment, you see stars. And there was a huge egg on my forehead. It was such a huge bump. First thing I did was I ran in and I took a lot of arnica, and I had an arnica cream and I rubbed it on there. And I just started every 15 minutes taking 3 tabs of arnica on my tongue till it dissolved. And by the end of the day, it was gone. It was,
wow.
Yeah, Arnica montana. So that would be very good for Michelle's ankle. I don't know when she, I think she did it a couple days ago, but she can still start doing it. Okay, so Luann, what's going on with you?
Pretty much all okay, except for the walking. I'm not doing as much as I should. I'm doing it, but not going as long as I should. We went out to eat tonight, which is always, you know, kind of a struggle. But I had a California wrap, which was the chicken and cucumber and lettuce and God only knows what else on it, but it was really good. And so I asked,
wrap with lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
And tomato, and I forget what all, but and then really good. Oh, it's the honey mustard sauce on it, which I probably shouldn't have had. And then I asked her, what could I have to take the place of the French fries or whatever, all those things they had. And I'm sorry to say, she said onion rings, and I hadn't had onion rings forever.
So no. Did you do that?
I know that was a big fat no.
Couldn't you ask for vegetables?
I could have. I'm sure I could have, but I didn't let her go any farther than the onion rings.
Okay, it's
or a little salad, you know.
It's a learning process.
Yeah. The mind knew better. It's just the tummy took over, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like the chocolate stuff, only in another way.
Yeah, it happens, but not when you have 20, 30 pounds to lose. You don't want it to take over. You want your commitment to be so strong you don't budge. But Luann, you're in good shape, right? What do you have to do?
Well, I finally got the nerve to take measurements, and I hadn't been weighed for a long time, so I got weighed. So from the pandemic, because I used to be really good at the measuring and all that stuff. So with the pandemic, I have gained 5 pounds and 2 inches around my waist and 1 inch around my thigh.
Oh.
And that's 2 inches too much. So I need to really start walking and really heavy and go at it.
Yes, you do. Because you know what's going to happen in the next month or two? It's going to be 3.
Yeah, some more.
Yeah, once it starts creeping up, and yeah, we can all blame the pandemic, but we know what to do. We have the blueprint. So once we recognize what's happening, we can't let it continue to go. You have to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. And that's I forgot. I was going to look back to see how long I did stay I think it was 128 is what I weighed. I forgot to look back on my records because my gosh, I've got them like forever ago. Well, when I first started, when I was 170, I'm sorry to say it, 5'2". And then I lost the 40 pounds, 30 pounds with you, 2 years to get 10 off with me when I first started. And then when I got with you and Dr. Vicky, it was 30 pounds I lost in pretty good time, really time. Yeah, you did amazing. And you know, this whole thing with COVID, it threw everybody a loop. And that's
big time.
Idris and I were starting to talk before you guys came on. God gives us challenges. We don't want them. We don't ask for them. We don't look for them. But there's a reason. There's always a reason when we have a challenge. There's a reason why Michelle hurt her foot. There's something going to happen. And how you build character is how you rise to the occasion. So she's going to have to rise to the occasion and say, okay, I'm really bummed over this foot, but I'm not going to let it hold me down. So no, she can't walk. She has to stay off this foot. And no, she can't ride a bike because I just read her posting and she's,
oh yeah, I wondered about that.
I wonder if I can ride a bike. Okay, she's determined. This woman is on a mission and she is determined. So the longer she's off her foot, the more she will heal and the better she'll be able to go back. I'm thinking, I would say if she keeps it wrapped and she's got ice on it, she does the arnica and Freddie's Mud would be good. She can do maybe anti-inflammatories. Neem would be good, NEEM. That would be very good. So Michelle, I hope you're listening. And you can get that off of Amazon. You want the capsules and you also can get the cream. It's very good for anti-inflammatory. So those are the things she's gonna need to do. but she will get back up and start walking. So unfortunately, she has to work on her feet as well. So that could add insult to injury. But those are her challenges. Idris, your challenge is, when are you going to commit to not eating chocolate?
Good question.
Well, what's a good answer?
Not sure at the moment.
Okay, we got to get commitment here because you'll feel better about yourself. You're doing a lot of good things though. Pat Campbell, what's going on with you?
I made some chicken soup today, threw a bunch of zucchini in it. Garland said he didn't care for it. So John, I'm not sure if John ate any of it tonight. I had a bowl of it when I got home. I'm working really hard. I've got my 3 Voss bottles on the counter. I'm working really hard to get through those every day.
Good.
And I have a QB. So yesterday I burned 900 and something calories on my QB, and I meant to buy a second one at Costco today. And if I didn't forget to do that for my business space downstairs, well, done anyway.
Just order it and have it sent to the house.
Well, I might have to do that because it's a $10 trip to get in there or whatever.
Have you ever put lemon? Is that Michelle peeking in from the corner over here?
It is. I'm driving home from my left.
What foot did you hurt?
My right foot.
Oh, your pedal.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm doing okay. I've been walking and hiking and pretending like I didn't sprain it.
Oh my God, I told you guys, she's a woman on a mission. We've been talking about it. You need to get some arnica though. Get that, any kind of swelling down.
I have arnica and I've been putting Panaway on it and I kept it wrapped and I didn't ice it today, but I iced it for the first several days. But I was up in Vermont and there were just like a couple walks and hikes that I needed to do. I had to do them.
You're a changed woman, not keeping you down.
That's commitment, girl. Real commitment.
But
I'm
Pat,
walking as fast as I usually do.
You what?
Who are you talking to, me or Pat?
No, I'm talking to Pat right now because she made chicken soup and her husband didn't like it. But I mean, hey.
Oh, he didn't mind the broth and the meat. He didn't care for the zucchini. Like I had zurtled zucchini in the summertime and froze it, and so it went into the soup kind of whole. No, it actually wasn't all that mushy, but it was long and stringy like a spaghetti noodle, and so I should have probably cut it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So he wouldn't have to fight with it so much. But anyway,
zucchini is very good for your adrenals, so it's good to put it in there. But do you put mushrooms in there at all?
This time I didn't, and we always have mushrooms in the house.
Okay. Another question is, have you ever put lemon juice in your soup?
And I have a lemon that needs to be squeezed, and I have not done that. That would sounds wonderful.
It'll be amazing, and you can do a little sprinkle of cayenne pepper, and you won't even know it's cayenne pepper, but it'll jack it up. And the lemon, it turns out to be like a Greek soup, Greek chicken soup, and it's delicious, and it makes you salivate. So try to add that to it.
I absolutely will. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So Michelle.
Yes.
You're on your way home. You hurt your foot, but you're still walking.
Yeah, it's gotten better. Like I said, I'm not walking as fast as I was before, but I think that I could probably get up tomorrow morning and do my walk that I've been doing. I don't know, maybe not tomorrow, but
take it easy. If you're doing your walk and you're walking, just take it easy. But it's good to walk if you can. But do the arnica, do the Panaway, do all that other stuff. Get some neem. It'll act as an anti-inflammatory internally. So you don't have to do the Advils and things like that. But
I don't do that stuff.
Well, the neem is brilliant. It's antiviral, it's antibacterial, and it's anti-inflammatory.
All right.
So things like that. Okay, good.
I do have some arnica. I have arnica.
Arnica's the bomb.
Yeah.
We already talked about that. So we're still dealing with Idris and her chocolate.
Oh no. Idris.
We miss you, girl.
What happened?
Had some extra stressful things, so.
Well, Idris, we want you to find something else other than chocolate to take care of your stress.
Yeah.
Now, what could that be?
Take a walk.
There you go.
I do some of that. I do as much of that as I can.
She's good at that. She takes about 2 walks a day.
Well, I don't walk as far as she does, but I do my walks.
Oh, you don't have to walk as far. Like what I'm thinking is that when you want that chocolate, just go for a walk. Even if it's a 5 or 10 minute walk, then you know the desire could be gone. Like that's what they say. Even like when you try to quit smoking cigarettes, they tell you when you want a cigarette, go do something else.
Right.
Like you know, make yourself busy, and then you know.
That's true. The whole thing's true. Idris, it's something. These are the tools to go take a walk, to go get, if you have a garden, get out there and start planting something or do something. But the bottom line is somehow you have to break the chain that binds you with the chocolate, because you're not eating just chocolate, you're eating sugar. And most likely there could be milk in with it. But we all know that there's cockroaches in it. So I guess that's not a problem. It is. I'm going to find you guys the information.
Are cockroaches okay on phase 1?
Yeah, it's protein. But they can't keep all the cockroaches and bugs and spiders out of the vats that comes in from the factories. So the FDA allows just so many of them. But that's not going to stop Idris.
So Idris.
Yes, ma'am.
I really like wine.
You can have it.
And I was around a bunch of drinking fools this weekend.
Oh wow.
And I didn't have any.
God bless.
I was thinking, I thought if Idris is not going to have her chocolate, I am not going to have any wine.
Oh, ouch.
Hey, girl. Wow.
There you go.
Look how, isn't that wonderful how we inspire each other?
Yes, Idris, you inspired her. You didn't even know it. And she was thinking of you, Idris.
Well, I've been thinking about her and praying for her with her ankle.
Yeah. So now you can see, even with a bad ankle, it didn't keep her down. She's committed. And
you know what it is too. Like I just have to throw this out there. Like, you know, I had this like just what was it? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4-day weekend planned to go up to the Trapp Family Lodge in Vermont with a bunch of girlfriends. And you know, they're still up there, but I could only take a couple days off from work. So, you know, I had this planned, and then I fell and sprained my ankle. And I was really bummed because, you know, I've been up there before, and I wanted to hike up to the chapel up in the woods. And, you know, I was really afraid that I wasn't going to be able to. And then, you know, there was one of our friends is going to be 80 in April, and she used to walk like 7 miles, but in a clip and not even think about it. But I don't want to get like, you know, she's kind of showing signs of dementia or Alzheimer's, whatever. Personally, and I don't know who's on this call, so don't yell at me for saying this. Personally, I think it's because she got the vaccine, because a year ago, she was not like this. And it's come on very quickly. But anyway, I wanted to take walks with her too. And I just was feeling like, you know what? It wasn't even about, like, at that point, it wasn't even about like my commitment to be walking, because I know that I will again. It was more about, I can do it, and I need to live life in this moment.
Right.
And so that's why, like, I really, like, I had to walk up to that chapel, because I'm going to be there this weekend, not next weekend when my ankle's better, or next month. Right. And so I don't know what it is about the chocolate, but I just hope that, like, I don't know, like, you know, it has to be more about living life, and how do you want to live life?
Well,
and what Jackie always says is, how long do you want to live?
Right.
You know,
I mean, you know, get to the brass tacks, right? How old do you want to be when you take your last breath? And so when you think about that, and when I ask some people, sometimes they're in their 60s, 50s, 60s, and they go, I don't know, I never really thought about it. Maybe 80, 82, 85. And I'm like, my God, you only want to live another 20 years?
Right.
People don't think this way. I mean, they don't think about this the way they should. And if we take care of our bodies, we have the capability of living a very long life without suffering. So, the best way to go is get shot by a jealous lover. However, that's just not.
But I know somebody who did that.
Of course, Michelle. Of course.
It's terrible.
That's not good. And here in LA, it happens daily. But LA isn't good.
That's really not good.
No, but Idris, you're going to be our challenge, because between Luann and Pat and me and Michelle, we're all trying to figure out, what the heck is it with you not stopping the chocolate?
I got a thought, like tonight when I had my onion rings, naughty girl, I could just hear God saying, I still love you, but I can't believe you ate those onion rings. And that really gets to your heart. Let me tell you, it does.
Yeah. And God's saying, you know, Luann, you were doing so good. Now you're out of nutritional ketosis.
Exactly right. Gosh, dang it all.
And every time, Idris, you have the chocolate, you have not been into nutritional ketosis yet because of this chocolate. Now, I said you can do it if you cannot stop at all, thinking that possibly this could be an addiction for you, because there is caffeine in chocolate as well. So there's theobromide in it, which is great for you. It makes you feel happy. So it might be a mood elevator for you, Idris. Maybe after you eat it, it makes you feel happy. That's why on Valentine's Day, it started by giving the women chocolate to make them amorous and happy. Well, because they found out there's theobromine in it. The interesting thing is, you got a good 20 to lose. If you're 5'6" and you're 160, I would say probably 20, 25, maybe. It depends. But, and you need to walk a little more if you can, because you need to strengthen up your skeletal structure and your muscles. You got to really be, how old are you, Idris?
I just there?
Yeah.
Or did I get dropped? Oh, okay.
No, are you there, Idris?
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. Nobody can see you. It's just your name. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 80.
Okay, so you're 80. How long do you want to keep living?
120.
Atta girl.
Hi, girl, that's right.
That doesn't mean that, I saw 120, 130-year-olds in, where was that? Somewhere in Australia. And they were smoking and drinking. So it's kind of mind over matter. But our mission isn't, and they were heavy set because they were working out in the fields and smoking, drinking, and eating, whatever. But what they did eat was the grape. They worked on the grape, you know, the Sardinia. A lot of them worked picking the red grapes. And that was part of their diet, which is where resveratrol is from, which is very, you know, that's in our ambertose AO, that's in the red grapes. That's why we like to eat the red grapes for our breakfasts and our second serving of fruit. So, and the organic red grapes, you have to have them organic because the skin is so thin, the pesticides gets through. So get the organic red grapes and they're available now. But the bottom line is if you can just eat the chocolate and be on phase 2. Now, are you able to accomplish that where once the protein is digested, then you eat the chocolate?
Hadn't thought about it.
Well, think about it. You have your second serving of fruit, wait 20 minutes, and then have your chocolate then, right before your second latte. Can you do that?
We'll see what we can do.
Well, there's nobody else over there to help you. So you're going to have to do it yourself. But I think that would be, I think you'd be so happy if you could do that. You're having your fruit in the morning, you're having your latte, you do your Jackie's chicken salad or some protein with vegetables, let that digest, and then go into your second, 4 hours of digestion, go into your second serving of fruit. Go 20 minutes and let that digest. Then have your chocolate. Now, I know you're using your chocolate as a stress reducer. So God only knows when you have stress. It's like when you didn't meet up with that one guy because the communication got crossed. What did that mean? You went into your purse immediately and got a chocolate bar?
No.
Okay, how do you do your chocolate?
Here and there, no special time.
Okay, so let's make it a special time. Let's try this, Idris. I'm telling you, I think this could be revolutionary for you. So, fruit latte, Jackie's chicken salad or yogurt, nuts, the protein, vegetables, let it digest for 4 hours, do your second serving of fruit, and then have your chocolate. Then you go into your second latte. Can you try that?
We'll see what we can do with it.
Who is we?
The Lord and I.
Okay. If you've ever been to AA meetings, they always say it's a we program, not a me program. So if it's Lord and you know what the Lord wants. Let us know on Tuesday how that plan worked for you. Will you?
Well, I haven't been able to do the second fruit.
Well, but now you can. If you have your fruit, your latte, then you have your protein meal. Let it digest for 4 hours. Right then and there, get into your second fruit. That fruit is going to take away your desire for the sugar in the chocolate. So let's give that a shot. I mean, we're going to be all happy on Tuesday if you said I had my second fruit and then I ate my chocolate. Then I went into my latte. Are you open for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Idris, she's still giving you the red light to have chocolate.
Say that again?
You said you're still giving her the red light to have the chocolate. It's just when to have it.
Well, she's in phase 2. Until we can get her to stop doing the chocolate, she's going phase 2.
Okay.
She has to figure out that she can have it. Once she figures out she can have it, but only at that time, it's not going to be as significant as it is as a crutch. So we're going to see how that, I mean, the second thing is, Idris, go into your pantry and throw out all your chocolate and don't buy it anymore.
That's me. That's what I had to do.
Yeah. Luann, do you live close to Idris?
No,
nope.
She doesn't.
I'm over by Springfield, Illinois, Quincy, Illinois, and she's up by Chicago.
Okay, lucky you, Idris.
Yeah, lucky you, Idris. And lucky me, because she'd get after me as she does for not walking as much as I should.
Right. Well, we all know Michelle has set the precedence for you can't keep me down. And
yeah,
that's, did you see your face on the, I made sure your face showed up on the last recording, Michelle?
Yeah, I know. I gotta start looking better on these Zoom calls.
She's been looking good. There's no problem with that.
Yeah, you look pretty darn good last time. So Miss Pat Campbell, are you still with us? There she is. Okay.
Here I am.
All right, so we're gonna doll up the soup. And Luann, you're not doing the onion rings anymore, okay? Can we?
No.
Okay.
No, because God talked to me plenty after I didn't eat them all, but he sure talked to me like, I can't believe you did this. You've been doing so good.
Okay, good. Now, Pat, what do we have to lose? What dress size are you in right now?
I am in a size 14 to 16.
Okay, how tall are you?
5'3".
Okay. Well, you're going to have to get down significantly. And you know what? You're on top of it with Jonathan all the time. So it's very important that if you're at 5'3", you're probably gonna, I don't know what the Canadian sizes are, but you're probably gonna have to get yourself down to what, a 4?
I don't think I've ever been anything less than a 12. 10 or a 12.
Those are Canadian sizes. Because if you're 5'3", and how much do you weigh right now?
I weigh too much. I weigh about 170.
Okay, so at 5'3", you need to be down at least
30 pounds.
I'd say about 120.
That's a lot.
And
yeah.
Well,
but you know what? It can be done though, because I did after I got on with Jackie and Dr. Vicky.
Right, and Luann, you were determined. You stuck. You did the whole thing straight.
Yeah, because I was 5'2", Pat, and I weighed 170, and it took me 2 years to lose 10 pounds. Then I got on this program, and it was less than a year, I think, that I lost the 30 pounds then.
It went very rapidly for you because you didn't deviate. You didn't do, onion rings.
No, I didn't. Oh, and you know what I've been doing that I really like, and I love the chicken salad. I don't think I'd ever get tired of that. But I've bought some celery, and I've been stuffing the celery with the chicken salad. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Oh, that's a great idea. Very, very
really good.
So, Miss Pat.
Yes.
It's too much at your age to have that weight on your hips, your knees, and your feet. And you're a nurse. You're on your feet all the time. It's just too much. You know, the mice that they continued to keep, they did a study with mice, and the leanest mice, it's not that they starved them, but they kept their diet similar to, what a rat diet should have. But nothing more. It was just a certain amount and no treats. And they became very lean. They lived the longest. The heavier ones broke down, they got sick, and they died. So it's just the way it goes. And you cannot afford to do that. You always are working harder than anybody. You have to really be there to help Jonathan and your husband. And then you're working under very stressful situations. Okay, the weight, it's got to go. It's a detriment to your longevity. And your little body, you're 5'3", your body is going to break down. Your bones, your ligaments, your muscles. So the chicken soup's great. Continue that. Do the turkey soup if you can. That's good. Do everything that you can. And are you able to get walking in, or is it just that you're walking at work so much?
Well, it gets dark. It's black here at 5 o'clock. So if I walk as soon as I get home from work with the boys, then yeah, we walk pretty much every day. And that's why I'm using the QB here to do some chair exercise to burn calories.
Good.
So, I mean, when I'm off, we walk every day in the afternoon when I'm not working. The boys go for a walk 2 or 3 times a day, and I go at least once, maybe twice with them.
And do you have a dog?
No.
Might have to get one. Because then you're forced. Where's, who was it, Juanita? She goes, my dog needs to walk. She's fat. I'm like, that's animal abuse, Juanita.
My boys get me walking. There's no lack of opportunity to go for a walk, that's for sure.
So everybody, we're gonna go now, but it's really crunch time. We've got where are we? We're in November. He said we have 2 months. Okay, we did go 1 week, so we have a month and 3 weeks, and we women can lose from 2 to 3 pounds a week, and sometimes it doesn't show up until the end of the month. So just continue.
Stay the course.
Yes, continue to stay the course, and really make sure you're eating enough protein. Really imperative. And I challenge all of you to get ground turkey and make yourself a turkey patty before bed. You can put it on a bed of lettuce. You can put goat cheese in there so that when you put the turkey patty on it, it'll melt the goat cheese. You cut up some vegetables like broccoli or red bell pepper. And then when you put the turkey patty on the bed of lettuce, you smear it with some mayonnaise. I challenge you guys to do that as much as you can, probably an hour to 2 hours before bed. Depending on when you ate your dinner, whatever it is, go another hour or 2 and then have your turkey patty.
What if you're not hungry?
Well, then have a little one.
We did find some ground turkey this week. So I'm getting Jonathan to switch from ground beef to turkey. So that's good.
It's the amino acids are equal to the beef, but it's better because it's not so challenging on the gut, but also it's very high in tryptophan. So that's why everybody after Thanksgiving, you know, they all wind up on the couch. They're so tired because of the tryptophan. But you will sleep deeper. It'll help to start going right to your muscles. Doesn't have to be a big patty. Make yourself like a little sausage patty and then have a little vegetable with it, just like a snack at night. And you'll see the difference. But I want you guys, Michelle, you're running hot, man. You're doing good. You're on fire. Even with it, you're dragging your foot along. You're doing good. Luann?
Yes.
I'm not going to say it again. God already told you.
Yeah, he did. He's still honking his horn at me.
When you know what you're doing is wrong, you can take it right out of your mouth and leave it on the table Or you can just tell the waiter, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'd really like some steamed vegetables.
Yeah.
Well,
that caught me off guard. It really did.
Yeah.
Say what?
Where there's a will, there's a way. You can do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Idris, you're going to work on your second serving of fruit. You're going to digest that in 20 minutes, and then you're going to have your chocolate. That's the only time you can have it, every day. Then you go into your latte, and then you go into your protein veggie meal. Are we down on that, Idris?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, you guys are witnesses. This is what we're going to do. By next week, Idris is going to quit cold turkey. But this week, she's only going to do it at that one time in the day. And that'll be phase 2. Then next week, we have to get you into nutritional ketosis. So in the meantime, keep doing what you guys are doing. Stay on track. You know what's coming up. It's Thanksgiving. So what are we going to do? Strictly vegetables. We're going to do maybe Jackie's crispy garlic Brussels sprouts. That would be good. With turkey or roast beef or lamb or whatever, maybe broiled salmon. And then salads. We're not doing pie this year. We're not doing fruit. The fruit cakes and all that. This Thanksgiving, we are not doing sweets, no matter what, because we've got a mission. Our day is January 1st. And it's like Michelle, once you start doing the program, you don't want to get off of it. And then your whole body starts to feel good because it knows what's going on with it. So just keep, like Pat said, stay the course. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. All right?
Could I say something to Michelle real quick?
Yes.
Michelle, I'm so glad you're on. I was getting concerned where we didn't hear from you. And I know no news is supposed to be good news, but when you don't hear, you get scared. So thank you for being on.
Oh, thank you. And thank you, everybody, for the comments that you made when I was panicking because I fell. And Pat, thank you for that beautiful prayer that you posted there. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, everybody was worried about you. Okay.
I drove back and I had to get to my voice lesson because I have a show a week from Sunday, which I'm hoping that I can fit in that blue dress that I had in that picture a couple years ago.
Wow.
But anyway, that's why I got on late. But I kept telling him, because he's a good friend of mine. So a lot of times we chat too long. And I was like, I really got to go. I said, I got to get on this call. And he lives in an area where it takes me 15 minutes to get back into service. So,
oh, man.
I was like, I got to get back on. I got to get on. Anyway.
That's why Idris eats her chocolate. Okay, girls. We'll talk next week. Love you.
All right.
Thank you so
Thank
very
you.
much.
Love you too, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.